question one's just what is the most intriguing thing about Meaghan and why?
Um, I think it's mostly just that she has so many layers. Like, there are just so many different things. Don't laugh, Andy.
No, it's just I'm thinking of that scene from Shrek.
like an onion,
Yeah.
like a cake.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I wasn't making fun of you. It's just like.
fuck off, man.
No, it's okay.
I'll keep it together.
Yeah, boy, it's not if you've not done it already 3 times or something.
I don't know. I just feel like she has so many different. Like, I don't know. She doesn't have the same outlook all the time. Like, depending on the situation, depending on how she's feeling at the time, she just has a completely different outlook on things, and I think it's really interesting to, I guess, see that and be able to understand that, because I do the same thing sometimes. Because we both sometimes get in moods where we just don't want to think about things, and there's just like certain, I don't know, I'm kind of rambling, but yeah, layers.
Rambles much you want, mate. Cool. What is your biggest fear within a relationship?
That's a good question. I guess it's not really that scary for me right now, but next year is kind of going to be scary because I don't know where I'm going. Like, there's a chance I could stay at York, but there's a good chance I could go to like McGill in Montreal or another school in Toronto somewhere, and that'll probably be pretty tough. Because even when we were like in Hamilton, we were like a half-hour drive away, and here we're a half-hour drive away, so it's going to be different if that's what ends up happening.
Fair enough. Right, I know the answer to one of these, but pet hate's the other one. Like the other one does. Pet hate. I know one of them knows.
You know this one, yeah. Whenever I eat anything and I'm not sure if it's going to be good or not, as soon as I put the first bite into my mouth, she says, "How is it?" And that was that time that you heard me say that was the first time I'd ever said anything about it.
I know.
I was just
I know
like,
it was.
I just couldn't take it.
Is there any other little things?
Just that, I don't know. She really beats herself up a lot about stuff that doesn't really matter that much, but I do it too. I'm sure a lot of people do, but I just wish she wouldn't, because she deserves better than that, I guess. She does a lot of really, really good things, but she really nitpicks on little things. Rather she didn't do that to herself.
Perfect. Your best memory, that's all.
She asked me this earlier, and I really,
She said that as well.
yeah. Did she give you one? Like one specific one?
I think she gave me 2.
Yeah.
But she said there's too many. I went, just give me 2 then.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
said give me 2 ideas.
Alright. Well,
Yeah. 2. What do you think?
I think one of the best ones was definitely when we were in Europe on one of our last days there. And then most people were like doing a walk around the city that we were in. We decided to just do our own thing, so we just went on a walk ourselves, and we went and explored and went shopping, and then we found this random park as we were walking back towards where we were staying, and we just walked through this park. It was this huge, like, the scale of the park was ridiculous. There was like a huge pond in the middle, trees everywhere, jungle gyms, and it was just so full of people, but at the same time it was just so peaceful. And there was like an ice cream stand, and we just got ice cream and sat in the grass in France and just relaxed and worked together, and it was really cool.
Okay. That's awesome. So cool. Right, this probably might work now better. Right. If you had to leave a letter to Meaghan saying anything, what would you say?
You're gonna make this into a letter, aren't you?
What?
You're gonna make this into an actual letter.
Actually, I hadn't thought about it until like asked her the question,
Oh.
and I was thinking of something like that. the reason that I thought in the first place the question was because I was watching How I Met Your Mother.
I haven't watched it very much.
It doesn't matter. Hey, but I was watching How I Met Your Mother, and they were leave a letter to each other, and they weren't allowed to open it until one died.
I remember.
Right. And it went, Marshall, unfortunately, Mark had to open that letter, and it was like in the year 2036 or something. It was Marshall's this whale guy. They opened it and it went, haha, I knew you'd look. And he went, that's what you've left me all this time. And she comes in and goes, I told you you'd look. So that's basically that. And that's what I think it. But I don't know if maybe getting a letter or not. I don't know what they do. But
Okay.
I don't know anything about the play. I know it's. I need to do research. So I don't know.
If I had to leave a letter.
It doesn't have to like a letter, right?
Yeah. Just like the main points. I definitely just say. I don't even know. Just that I love her a lot, and I just really hope that even if I'm not with her at a given time, she can think of what I would say to her if she gets upset or if something happens or anything like that, because I know she really appreciates when I'm there to help her through things. So I just hope that she would keep that in mind even if I'm not there.
This is now singular, just yourself. What are your dreams?
My dreams?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I'm not very good at thinking ahead.
Like
a lot of people have a 10-year plan.
Yeah.
I have a 1-year plan right now.
Okay.
Right now, I just want to get into a school for jazz and just work my butt off and just become the best jazz musician I can be, because I love it more than anything. And that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I guess my dream for the rest of my life is to be a jazz performer and play trumpet.
Okay. If you had one regret you could go back and change.
This is easy. I would have started playing trumpet right in grade 9. That's what it is. Like, honestly, because
I think that's amazing.
because I started in grade 10, I didn't give a shit about it until grade 12, and I'm so far behind. Like, I'm in the point where I know that I'm in a really good place right now, and I'm at a pretty high level for how long I've been playing. But if I'd started 3 years earlier and had taken it seriously, I would be so good. So that's basically the biggest regret that I have. And also just the amount of fun I had in my school's music department. Like, it completely changed me as a person. When I started high school, I was this little geeky guy who thought he could play basketball and be cool.
Where are you? Like, not a joke, but like, what would you see?
I was like, you know the guy who's always hanging out with the jocks but always gets picked last?
Yeah.
That's me. That's who I was in grade 9, 10. And then I said, okay, fuck this. I'm going to go play music. And I'm so much happier. Like, it's unbelievable, the difference.
Perfect. Well, not perfect, but 2 minutes. Unless you watch one.
Oh, hi,
It's
Meg.
Meaghan.
Oh, hey.
We thought it was Mark.
Sorry.
We always think it's Mark, so we're always like, fuck off! No matter, even though we don't know who's on the door.
Yeah, okay. What's most important to you in your life?
In my life?
Yep. My trumpet. Thank you. I've got to play with trumpets, but that's what I've got to.
No, the most important thing in my life is doing what I want to do and making myself happy first, because there's been quite a few times in my life where I've put what other people want to do first, and like I had kind of a nervous breakdown in February of this year. Yeah. Whatever.
They want to take the new ones.
Meaghan, can you turn it a little bit quieter? I'm recording him. No worries though. It's okay, just. And I mean, the deepest part of my life, 80, 85, 90, 95. Thanks, Meaghan. Okay.
But yeah, I kind of like, when I was with the girl I was with, like my ex-girlfriend, she, huh?
Yeah. Last night, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. She was the kind of person who would just lean on me for everything, and she just took and took and took until I had nothing else to give her, like emotionally. So I just like totally broke down. Like when I finished my semester of school, I just didn't do anything for a month. I just played my trumpet and didn't really go out and didn't really look for a job. Just kind of did nothing. And yeah, so that really taught me the importance of keeping myself happy first. And as much as I love worrying about other people, try and that's what I do.
Love
Like,
worrying is.
yeah, I mean, I guess I love making other people feel better. I guess is the better way of saying that. As much as I love doing that, I really have to focus on putting that on the back burner.
Okay. Awesome. And last question is, if you go to 14-year-old Max and say next 5 years of your life, just one piece of advice, what is that piece of advice?
See, I would say I would tell myself to join band, but people told me to join band when I was 14 and I didn't listen to them. So I don't think that's a good one. I guess just forget about what other people expect of you and just do what you want to do. Make yourself happy. Because really the best way to make other people happy is if you have a solid base of yourself being happy first.
Perfect. Thank you, Matt.
Same time next week?
Probably not, but yeah.
Because that's what people say at therapy.